Welcome, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in. Today, we're going to be doing something very special, and I don't just mean because I'm reading for Leos, although that does make it very special. Here comes the click clack of Hermione's nails. Would you lay down, please, Erwin? Go lay down. Go lay down. Thank you. So, I've decided to add a little bit of structure to these readings, and I've come up with my very own tarot spread. Now, I did some research to see if anybody else had done this before, and I have found something similar, but I hadn't found anything doing it exactly this way. I found a lot of inverted pyramid spreads, but starting now and for the foreseeable future, my tarot readings will be building a pyramid with whatever sign it is that we're reading for. And so we're going to get started. Leos, let's see what you have to talk about, what's going on in your life. Alrighty. So we're going to do 4 cards on the bottom. We're going to do 3 cards, then 2, then 1. And it's going to be my very first tarot deck with the Essential Tarot. Okay. And then afterwards, we're going to move on to the next layer, which will be the Witch's Tarot deck and then the Cosmic Tarot. And we're going to cap off the pyramid with a special oracle card from the Archangel Raphael. As my mission... Is that music too loud? I think the music's a little bit too loud. Give me just enough, please. I'll be right back. Yeah, wait. All right. Sorry about that. And I haven't gotten to the point quite yet where I'm doing editing. So, anyway, what was I saying? Moon and Gemini, scatterbrained as hell. Yes. So, the Archangel Raphael Healing Oracle deck will be the capstone to the pyramid that we're going to build together. If you're new to the channel, thank you so much for joining me. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back to see me again. It really means the world to me. I'm doing this first and foremost because I love to make people smile, make people happy. But it also is a ton of fun for me to do this, and so that's why we're doing it. Yeah, I don't like it. Too many cards fell out at one time. So we're going to go on and build this pyramid. In the background, before I turned it down, you may have heard that is Fanfare for the Common Man by Aaron Copland. I actually marched to that as part of an Aaron Copland show in Easley, South Carolina when I was in 10th grade, what seems like an eternity ago. Hey, fun fact. The word eternal comes from the Greek, which actually means a very long time and not never ending. And I'd also encourage you, anything that you hear me say, I only say it because I believe it, because of research that I've done. Don't take my word as fact. Please go and do your own research, as everyone should believe what they believe based on what they've discovered for themselves and not what somebody else has told them to believe. So, we're going to go ahead and build this pyramid. That feels pretty good. Alright, there's your base. And as we get into these a little bit deeper, I'll become more and more structured. That's my Virgo side. If you're new to the channel, I am half Virgo, half Leo. I should have said half Leo, half Virgo. I was born on the last day of Leo in the afternoon and spent my first 24 hours pretty much almost exactly half. So I have, and there's Walter. Watch out for the candles there, Chief. It's fire. Okay, yeah, good. Smart cat. This deck is a little bit new, so it's a little bit stiff, and I'm still trying to break it in some. Hey, would you, Walter, would you go to the other table and knock some stuff down, please? I appreciate that. Thank you. Hope you all are well. And that feels good. to the next level, the Cosmic Tarot. And this actually, as far as the feel is concerned, I don't like the decks that are obscenely large like that. However, this one shuffles so beautifully and it feels so good that I'm willing to make an exception. And because it's cosmic, that must be an important card there. Leos. I'm hoping that this reading shows, and we're off to a good start with the Ten of Rods in reverse, but I'm hoping that this reading shows all the Leos across the world, across the universe that have been struggling with things lately. My lion pals have been going through it, man, and we are definitely in need of some good news, but we also want to make sure that even if we don't get good news, that we're keeping our heads up. There's a reason, they call us the proud lion. And you can always have pride in who you are, who you really are, what you do, what your gifts and abilities and talents are, and what you can do with them. So no matter how bad this life gets you down, and it will beat the holy shit out of you sometimes. But here's something that I heard just the other day on one of my podcasts that I was listening to, is that you only get strong from lifting heavy weights. And whenever you go through something that's heavy, in my mind, and this is what I cling to for dear life, especially here lately, is that there's got to be something spectacular around the corner. My father would always tell me, and still does as a matter of fact, that your suffering is never for no reason. So keep your head up, Leos especially. Keep your eyes on the sun and your feet on the ground. Everything is going to be fine, and more than that, it's not just going to be fine. It's going to be better than you ever could have imagined. And so let's see what messages we can get out there for y'all today, and for me. All right, we got 2 more here, and we're going to cap this off with a card from the Archangel Raphael Healing Oracle deck. Raphael always has an outstanding message, and so even if the reading doesn't go like you're hoping for it to go, don't worry. The archangels have your back. It's not something if you've ever studied Marcus Aurelius and Stoicism, this too shall pass. So whatever difficulty you may or may not, or you may be going through, it will pass. It's not permanent. Nothing is the end of the world until you leave this flesh suit and go on to bigger and better things. All right, let's see what Raphael's got for us. A good card at the top, and let's build this pyramid, folks. If you're curious as to what these stones are, I don't want to make this a 2-hour long video, so leave a comment in the comment sections below, and I'll gladly tell you what all these things are for, what purpose they serve. And in addition to that, if you enjoy the content, please like, share, and subscribe, and leave a comment in the comment section below anyway, even just to connect, just to reach out. If you have any questions, that's great. If you'd like a free personal reading, I am giving those out. So you can get in contact with me that way, or you can email me at enlightenedlambs22@gmail.com. And for the foreseeable future, my plan really, you guys, is to do free readings forever. But we'll see how that goes. There may come a point, and I'm expecting there to, where I'm so busy trying to help people that, I may have to start putting those things on hold or charging or whatever, just to kind of slow down the flow. But essentially what I believe is that you shouldn't have to pay for these kinds of things. And so anyway, we'll touch on that on a different video. Pardon the mumbling and stumbling. Mercury is in retrograde. If you don't know what that's about, go check it out. And we're going to go ahead and get started here. All right. So, wow. Okay. 10 of Rods in reverse. I like that. I like that a lot. 10 of Rods usually indicates somebody that's really working their ass off and sees no end in sight. They've got all this work that they're doing, and it doesn't seem to be getting them anywhere. But it's in reverse. So what I'm getting, Leos, is that all the hard work that you've been putting into something, whatever that is in your life, is going to be paying off soon. Keep the faith, my friends. The Eight of Rods, I'm actually going to have to look that one up, but what I feel like off the bat is that the Eight of Rods, I mean, it looks like a bunch of weapons, magic wands, if you will, that are all being sent in, I'm feeling and I'm hearing, by the divine to assist you with whatever it is that you're doing. The Ace of Swords, swords, we're talking about air energy, the ace being the strongest suit card in any suit. Somebody is a master of communication, a master of words. Could be talking about me. I just finished writing my first children's book. Excuse me. And when I get into these Leo and Virgo readings, I hope that my energy just isn't so powerful that it's only a reading for me. And I don't think that that's something that's in danger of happening, because a lot of Leos that I know are going through not similar things necessarily, but similar heavy things. The Five of Rods, you know, I actually don't like this card very much. This card symbolizes fighting, and it's a bunch of teenage boys, it looks like. They're all trying to exercise their dominance over the other. What these morons need to realize is at some point, when you work together as a team, instead of fighting amongst each other, you'll get more stuff done. Not only that, it'll be higher quality stuff. So I may go back and read the definitions, but I'm just going to do it intuitively for now. Moving on to the next row, we have the Knight of Swords, the Page of Pentacles, and the Star card. Now, the Star card is one of my favorite cards in any tarot deck. It's Aquarius energy. My late father, an Aquarius, and whenever I see the Star card in anybody's reading, it always makes me think of him. It always makes me know and lets me know, and how appropriate for the Leo reading, that I just watched the new live-action Lion King last night. And the part where Mufasa is explaining to Simba that all the stars in the sky are kings of the past. And so, you know, just coincidentally, although I don't believe in coincidences, every time I see the Star card, especially in the upright position, makes me think of my pop, and it lets me know that he's still around and he's still helping me, through this wild ass, sometimes deeply depressing and devastating, although very exciting journey that we're on here. So Leos, whoever this is that's coming out of your tough situation, you have guidance from beings that you can't see with your physical eyes. You start looking with your third eye, you might see who's around you helping you out. The Page of Pentacles is a beautiful young lady dressed in, beautiful robes, and she's got it going on. Young at heart is what I'm hearing, young at heart. And she is, Pentacles is earth energy, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. But the page doesn't necessarily, and none of these, I'm sure if you've watched other tarot videos, you know that masculine and feminine energies, we all carry them. And so if this is not a woman in your life and your story, then it's a man, doesn't need to worry about what the artwork is in this card. The Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords, air energy, you're talking about intellect, Libra, Gemini. Libra, Gemini, and of course, Aquarius. Duh, my favorite air sign. The Knight of Swords. Yeah, this is looking fantastic so far. The bottom of the foundation of this pyramid looks like somebody that's been through a really tough go of things, but they do have an incredible power to communicate and therefore resolve their issues. The Knight of Swords is a fast mover. Court cards usually indicate a person in your life. So, it really feels to me like this Knight of Swords is running fast towards the Page of Pentacles, and it's being divinely inspired. I'm hearing soulmate connection, twin flame energy, but it doesn't have to be that, intense. It could also be just something as as simple as there's an air sign or you have some air in your chart, Leos. Hermione, would you please lay down? And it's leading you towards some increase in your financial situation. I don't want to use the word abundance because it's so overplayed, and I'm not getting uber abundance from this, although this girl does look like she's very well to do. But we'll see what the rest of the pyramid looks like. So let's move on. Just to recap the foundation and the next level. You've been through some shit. Don't worry, it's getting better. You got people looking out for you. And we have the Queen of Swords and the Four of Swords. So the Queen of Swords, some of these I am going to have to look up, and bear with me while I look up definitions sometimes. I'm fairly new at this. I'm a bit more polished than I was when I started. But, and actually, yeah, I'm going to look up both of these before I go on to the Archangel Raphael's Oracle card. That's Hermione squeaking her toy. It's a little bitty football. You ever seen Ace Ventura and Ray Finkel? Hey, Ray Finkel's mom that Ace Ventura goes to makes a sheet of cookies, and he goes, "What do you know? They're little footballs." Yeah, I think about that every time I see her with her little squeezy toy football there. Queen of Swords. Oh, damn it. I'm trying to stop the Sean Connery voice. I really, really am. Queen of Swords. If you haven't seen Celebrity Jeopardy from Saturday Night Live, YouTube it. It's hilarious. Hey, would you give me a few minutes? Lay down. Thank you. Now stay. Give me 5 more minutes, would you? Let's see. She only got 1 walk today, so she's got extra energy. Queen of Swords. Yes, especially when Daryl Hammond is playing Sean Connery and Will Ferrell is Alex Trebek. It is hysterical. May have just shown my age there. I am 38 years old. Queen of Swords. The sword in the Queen's hand represents her quick wits and her sharp tongue. The widow, like other women in difficulty, continues bravely despite the loss. Her keen intelligence and cool logical approach make her appear aloof. So Leos, I'm getting energy from somebody in your life that this could be an ex, this could be a friend, it doesn't necessarily have to be a woman, but somebody in your life, based on the way that they behave, would make you think that they don't care. They don't care about you, they don't care about things, but it's a front. It's a total front. Don't believe that. Trust your intuition. Always listen to your heart over your head, and you'll be able to discern things a lot better. Just to check out the Four of Swords real quick. The Knight reposes in his tomb. It's time to take a break from life's pressures. Can indicate someone in the hospital recovering from an illness or a religious retreat. The main story I'm getting from that is taking a break from life's pressures. Some of you could very well be dealing with somebody that, because of the way this person presents themselves to you, you're feeling like you're under a lot of pressure to perform, to get their attention, whatever it is. But if you hearken back to the base of your pyramid, you've built a strong foundation here. You have divine guidance. Don't let people, no matter who they are, don't let people sway you from what you know your purpose is. Don't let people, no matter what their demeanor, their behavior, their words, don't let them obstruct your path. Everybody has their own path to walk. Sometimes we don't understand other people's paths. Sometimes, and I'm sure a lot of the times, if you're like me, you don't understand your own path most of the time. But overall, Leos, I'm getting a great energy from this whole read. You've been through some shit. It's getting better. Be patient with people. That's especially important for us. Lions are not innately born with a mastery of the patience department, second only to Tauruses. number one, baby. And so, wait, did I get that wrong? Yes. Leos are probably number one in the lack of patience department. And this person not showing their emotions or the true feelings, whoever that is feeling like stubbornness more than anything else. But it's easy to call somebody stubborn when you don't understand where they're coming from. So what I'm really feeling is that this person isn't really stubborn so much as they are worried about the future. This person is worried about what risks, involve what possible consequences. And I'm surprised that this is an air sign energy, because that sounds like 100% Taurus to me. But anyway, the overall message that I'm getting from this reading, Leo, is just take it one day at a time. Try to live your life with that childlike sense of wonderment. Give no thought for the morrow, is what the Bible says. Give no thought for the morrow takes thoughts for things of itself. You have plenty to worry about and plenty to think about and plenty to do today. Worry about tomorrow when it gets here. Okay, and to wrap this up, we're going to see what the Archangel Raphael has to say, which is, for God's sake, leave a stressful situation behind. And the prayer is, Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for giving me the courage and willingness to take good care of myself, including surrounding myself with healthy relationships and positive situations. I cannot think, well, I probably could because I'm not the creative, but I can't imagine a more perfect capstone for this pyramid than to leave whatever you're feeling stressed about behind. Put it down. You've lifted that weight long enough. You're strong enough to move forward, and that's what we're going to do. We're all going to do it together. I'm going to use the book to look up, because these oracle cards have the prayers on them, but they also have a definition behind them. So I'm going to look that up right quick, and then I'll let y'all get on about your business. If you stayed with me through this whole video, wow, you must have some patience about you listening to me rambling all this time. Although I am a master communicator. Leave a stressful situation behind. Just a moment here, people. Bear with me. Timestamp if you want to be kind to the next person, not having to sit here through all the BS. Hey, that's me, Brian Shanks, BS. Sitting through all the BS. All right. Friend of mine's favorite oracle card. Do more research. What a jackass. You just tell somebody the answer that will help them instead of forcing them to go and look for themselves. Almost there. I can feel it coming on any moment now. No, of course, they're alphabetized. Okay, leave a stressful situation behind. You drew this card because a stressful situation is affecting your health or the health of the person you're inquiring about. The ill effects that you're experiencing are the body's way of communicating that the current level of stress is beyond its coping capacity and it needs help now. If there's a way to permanently or at least temporarily leave the situation, this would create a corresponding relief of the adverse symptoms. Perhaps financial obligations are the reason for remaining where you are. In such cases, stress management is vital to health and wellness. This includes assertiveness, stress-relieving outlets such as exercise and relaxation techniques like meditation, yoga, or massage. Think of these measures as mandatory investments in your long-term health. Excuse me. And some of the possible specific meanings listed in the book. Excuse me. Know that when you take good care of your health, everybody benefits. Release guilt to God and the angels. Hermione, please. The book doesn't say that. I'm saying it. Make a list of pros and cons about the stressful situation that you're in and compare them. Always a good idea. Speak honestly with yourself and others about your true feelings and observations. Nothing is more critical, people, than not lying to yourself about whatever it is that you're going through. And get support from people you trust in order to make healthy changes. So Leos, as far as I'm concerned, that may be the best Leo reading anybody's ever done. And I thank you for returning. If you like the video and you want to see more, don't worry, more is on the way. And for you people that are going through it, don't worry, help is on the way. Thank you so much for tuning in. I look forward to the next video, and if you have any comments you'd like to leave in the comment section, feel free. Please like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Deuces, baby.